Hey guys, this is One Giant Leap. Thank you all for tuning in. So, of course, this video is super late, but friendly battles are here. Now, I've talked a lot about the game issues and the problems that the game has, but when it comes down to it, you have to credit the developers when they do something right. And friendly battles are certainly a big step in the right direction. So, for those of you who aren't aware, I'm sure most of you are by this point, in friendly battles that can only happen amongst your teammates, at least currently. But there is cross-region play, so if someone on your team is in a different region from you, you should be able to play them. I've seen some early feedback that indicates that there's still some lag and some issues there, but it is what it is. It's better than not being able to play those guys in the first place. With this, you start off at New Kid level 11, all commons at level 4, rares at 3, epics at 2, and legendaries at 1. So, I just want to give some initial thoughts on this process. You know, this game is very pay to win, but friendly battles are the ultimate free-to-play friendly feature. I was sure they were going to delay this as long as possible. I'm shocked it came out in the time frame it did, despite delays. I'm still shocked, because at the end of the day, what does this mean for the game? Well, this means that once you unlock a single copy of every card in the game, you can play whatever you want and actually enjoy yourself. Now, granted, the friendly battle meta is going to be very different from the high-end meta, but in essence, this is going to be giving you a very skill-based arena. I know a lot of you guys out there have, you probably played some of the top players in the game and thought, oh, those guys are only up there because their deck's full of level 6s. They wouldn't be good if it wasn't for the amount of money they put in. They're not actually that talented at the game. Well, now you have a chance to prove it in friendly battles. So something important I just want to mention. Since this game started, I started playing probably mid-November, pretty close to global release. Once I figured out the way the game worked in terms of the leveling system, the coins, all the mats, all the card copies, I gotta be honest, I didn't really recommend this game to any of my friends. I have a good group of friends who do participate a lot in different gaming communities. There are video games, card games, mobile games, etc. And so, if I felt that it was warranted, I would have definitely recommended the game to them. But I know that these guys don't have the money to throw in to a microtransaction model. And the free-to-play grind in this game, in my opinion, is way too tough. But now, I would feel much more comfortable recommending South Park Phone Destroyer to my friends, because at this point I can tell them, hey, you know what? Just get yourself set up decently, get yourself up to rank 40 or so that you can unlock everything in the game. And at that point, now we can have good, fun one-on-one matches, assuming, everything gets fixed up, on a game that fundamentally, despite all the flaws, has pretty good mechanical design. So, fingers crossed. I'm going to start talking to some friends about it, and hopefully this will get some more people in, knowing that the pay-to-win ladder isn't the only option for you in terms of enjoying yourself and your day-to-day game activity. So, without any further ado, let's cut into the first match that I happened to do in friendly battles versus my teammate Godbox. Alright, let's jump in. First friendly match. Let's see who answers the call. What you want, fool? Yeah, there we go. Let's do this. God Box, answering the call. Let's do it. Alright. So as you guys can see here, oh shit, going Mimsy right from the start. And Robo Baby. Oh shit, he is going hard for that point. Alright, let's take care of her. And now we can have the rats start putting in some work on that Mimsy. Let's see what he's got. I know he's not out of energy yet. Alright, where are we? Woof! We're down to 63 off that. He throws the poison. Not surprising there. Poison is still amazing, of course. Oh, and here come the pigeons. Alright, Mephisto is protected. He's going to take those bad boys out. It's okay, buddy. Oh, they're getting him. Oh, close. Close. And this will secure. Waiting one more. Point number 2. Yeah. It ain't over yet, buddy. I took 2 points in a minute. And you're pretty close to point 1. Oh, don't go for the... Oh, he's just going for the damage. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Am I going to be able to protect point 1? Not if this Timmy gets its ability off. Wow, that seemed like he died too quickly there. It seemed like Ike killed him in one shot. One more? Oh, nope. There's her first boost. Okay, she didn't get the second one, thankfully. She didn't get the second boost. Oh, there we go. Probably not the best fireball, but I'll take some of that damage on old Mimsy there. I'm not going to be able to stop him, though. Yep, there it is. He gets point 1. We'll be able to save that Stan the Great if he tries to... Oh! I thought he was going to stop the rats! I thought he was going to stop the rats with the poison, and then he just busts out the Aerostorm. Good game, buddy. Good game. That was a lot of fun. I do like the sight lines. I mean, you could see it, guys. You know, the sight lines for your zap damage, obviously New Kid 11, even levels, gives us some great possibilities for some really good skill-based games, and so I am very excited about this. So looking towards the future a bit, what does this mean for the future of South Park Phone Destroyer? Well, the biggest thing it means is that, guess what? Real tournaments can happen. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a lot of faith in RedLynx to be able to get something like that implemented into the game right now, given how buggy everything is. So this means that the fans are doing it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I came from Duel Links, and one of the biggest things in Duel Links was the fact that the community were the ones who put together a lot of the big things. So I happen to be in Mercenaries, which is a Discord chat for the Mercenaries team. They've got a lot of great members, and right now, I didn't have time to join, but right now they are running the first of what I assume will be many tournaments under this free-to-play model. All you guys would have to do is jump into their Coliseum or Arena team or whatever they're calling it, and from there you're good to go. And there's this tournament's getting some coverage on YouTube. They're giving out, I forget if it's cash or like Google Play or iTunes credit or whatever the case may be. I believe it's a cash tournament. And through the official subreddit, through the official Discord and subreddit, I know that right now there's discussion of doing tournaments, and so I'm sure we're going to see more of that in the future. And so overall, this gives the community an opportunity to really take control of this game in a meaningful way. And I think that's something that's incredibly important. The only way that this game is going to have a long-term future is with a strong, competitive community. And I think free-to-play, friendly battles are going to be the big lead-in for that. So, thinking about the meta a little bit, I won't pretend like I've done a lot of free-to-play, a lot of friendly battle testing, so this is more off the cusp and off the top of my head. So starting with commons, I mean, I think it's going to be a common-dominated meta just because the commons are coming in at level 4, so I'm sure you'll see some similarities to what you see in-game. For the rare side, I would imagine it's going to be the same deal. A lot of the same rares. Because epics are coming in at level 2, I would imagine that epics are going to have really powerful abilities to be viable. So in my mind, it probably just comes down to Rogue Token and Hook Hand Clyde. If you got any ideas about anything else, like thinking about cards that definitely are viable at high levels, something like Marcus. I've seen people who hit, new kid damage to the face with a high level 4 Marcus, and he can put in some work. At level 2, he doesn't do much. His scaling is very poor at that level in terms of his ability, so I doubt that much is going to be happening there. You may have some viability from other legendaries. Just, even though they're level 1, the fact that at max they're only going to have level 4 commons to stare down, you might have a little bit more viability there. I don't know. We'll get tested. That's the best part. We finally get to play some fun decks. And so I definitely want to hear from you guys. Tell me what you're playing, what you plan on utilizing. Do you plan on playing in any tournaments? And more specifically, in regards to your deck choices, what strategies do you feel that you're going to be able to try out now that you couldn't try out previously? So looking for improvement here. Here's what I think can be done to improve the current state of friendly battles. First and foremost, I think some sort of a separate chat would be good. I know right now it's not apparent based on my team chat, but at peak times of friendly battles, it can really shut out a lot of the other voices, people trying to discuss strategy or put out rules or talk about donations. And I think everyone can agree it would be nice to have some sort of separate section within this chat that shows the friendly battles. But of course the biggest thing is playing people who aren't on your team. I mean, right now it's nice being able to play members of your team, but as I talked about, to organize these big tournaments, what you're going to have to end up doing is joining a different team to make that work. Now, normally that wouldn't be such a huge deal. Obviously, you can jump into this other team and then do the event or do your match and jump back. But with these team events happening now every week or two, that could be a problem for you, because if you happen to rejoin your team at a time even a minute or two after the event started, you're not going to be eligible for any packs. So I guess these are somewhat nitpicky criticisms, but in the end, there's definitely room for improvement, and especially as Red Lynx is attempting to make all these systems in terms of teams and team events and friendly battles all work and mesh together. I think being friendly to the player experience has to be #1 in your minds, and you want players playing in these outside tournaments to keep their interest going, and if they're worried they're not going to be eligible for team events because of it, it's probably going to stop a lot of them from doing so. So, fingers crossed this continues to get better. In the meantime, I look forward to playing you guys in some friendly battles. Until next time, namaste, friends. Have a good one.